Hello, this is Plum Silver. Here, this is a question that will be about the pardon of Hunter that Biden did. Amazingly, these cards, right away, the theme in the center, it says innocent, truthful. And at the top, we don't have a very good, all the cards around this, innocence is not good because we've got underground things that were hidden in hiding. Maybe they're in hiding, the whole family's in hiding, or maybe they're somewhere else, what we're seeing might be not who they are. There's a betray and backstabbed. I think this whole move is really about to screw up the Democrats, and the cyclone damage, the damage is going to be creating to them. Really, at the matter of everything, at the health, like they're really in huge psychological damage here. It's going to create a huge damage. It's going to open big doors at the top there, and they're going to show how compromised and harmful they were at the bottom of it. And food shortage here is because also the shortage is the money here. You can see that they're balancing things, and there's going to be the military here maybe involved, I don't know. But this whole door that he opened up with this innocence and truthfulness all around it, it's showing it's going to bring unexpected result. And there's going to be a replacement, obviously, of the government, which is going to be Trump. There's a whole replacement. I think everything's getting just turned around. And I think there might have been an exchange, might have been because here there's compromise and backstab. So maybe after the election, or could have been even planned before that, there was an agenda. We're going to see in my Grand Tableau, this was all an agenda that they were planning to replace him, and they did, and they're backstabbing the party. And I would even think that everyone in the party was compromised and was a form of washing out things, and like cleaning the bad players. So that might be it. Let's go look at the Grand Tableau because I want to show you where the card of Biden is, and I have it right here at the top. There's a form of control at the end. It's on the top there. We know just by looking at the four corner cards, there is a father figure. You see with the King of Heart, the house, and then the House of Rider, there's a news. The father's bringing in news and a very quick decision, but there was an agenda, and this is the gift of this agenda. This agenda and the gift, a little bit dark here because, well, it's to end something, end some mystery. There's an ending. There's like, I would say that we could look at these two cards here. So what are they saying? Is it they're trying to create a goal here to end the Democrats. You see right here, the goal is to end this, the party of the Democrats. They're breaking down. At the end of it, they're breaking down. You can see at the heart of it, they're breaking down. After they lost the election, they're breaking down. The public is losing the trust. We have the trust card here, which is the dog, and it's in the House of Whip, and the house is in a complete turmoil, a battle, and in a war. They're at war within. And from the other cards, you could see in the prediction cards that there's a cyclone that's going to be creating a lot of damage, because at the root of it, in the House of Tree, we have an enemy, and in the House of Mountain, we have an enemy that might have been even like because you see in the House of Book, we've got the coffin, so it was a hidden enemy on top of it. It's not a very good enemy, not a very nice enemy here, because we could see that the mountain is weighing heavily, and this being in there, and recognizing this agenda with the child here, which the child here is in the House of Star, and that was all about finance, because we've got the stars in the House of Bear. And there was a contract, because it's in the House of Letter, the bear, and the contract that had something to do with the tower, the government, and the contract is right above there, but they're losing the trust, The contract, it was like they're trying to move Biden, and they did. They're trying to move him, but his reaction, this agenda was like, that was an hidden agenda. Suddenly it's coming to the surface, and it's going to grow into some kind of war. They opened... You see with the key here, the trouble that they did, they're open. You see that we got the cross, and because that's in the house of key, the key is in the house of garden. They open this huge trouble of deception. You see in the house across, the deception for the institution, which is the institution, the government is in the house of fox. So they've opened up this whole door and this whole mystery to show you who's the enemy within the house and everything, because they're right here above here. This is like what's happening in the house of lady. We got the cloud, so this was all hiding, and then it's coming out. And you see we got the Biden card in the house of snake, and the snake is in the house of lily, and the lily is in the house of ship. So there was such a deception. They moved him and everything, but at the same time there was an agenda, and that hidden agenda, it was intended to come. It was an exchange. Everybody was compromised. So they're playing this part right now. And this decision, you see, we've got the scythe, and let's go see what's in the house of scythe is the sun. This was something, an agenda to be successful at flushing, you see, because we've got the fish in the house of sun, and at flushing by bringing rumor and information and having a lot of people talk about the people that are in the election, you know, because that's the election card. At the heart of it is to talk about who were, you know, who lost and who are actually eating away at the everything to do with the election, and or who you're electing, who you vote for. So that's really breaking down the Democrats. And I've been saying this with my Grand Tableau, the breakdown, right? Look at their direction. There's a lot of things that are going to happen because the party is over here. But at the heart of it, it really shows you at the heart of it, the heart is in the clover. It was all about the election and the loss that even this man was pushed away. And that agenda suddenly is coming to the surface. So we're seeing that. And the gift here, always look where the gift is, you know, basically taking a new path. They're taking a new path, and they're going to shed some light. And the trust is going to be completely at loss, and there's going to be a lot of debate about the trust of the government right here. And then this is going to grow bigger and bigger. It's going to grow into a very debatable situation. Even maybe go into a war, but the enemy is getting exposed here. Him making that decision only sheds even more light to show like who they need to flush out, you know, because we got the fish here, and it's all to do it with rumors. And look at the two cards at the end here. We've got trouble. And it's all because who manipulated the government at the top here. This is all a manipulation. These are not very nice cards just to get to Biden right here. You see, we got the tower there in the house of fox, and we know that this is the writer that, you know, the father here is bringing this news and to expose this agenda. To expose this agenda, because in the house of moon, we've got in the scythe, and that's the sun. So it's to expose this agenda. This is how you kind of link it all together. I'm not going to do the knighting and thing, because I think already all of the cards here, we could see where it's going. We've got, like, you see, just they're so close to each other, you could just say, okay, we got 4 cards. This was a direction, and this was definitely a direction that was planned, and it was financed, because we got in the house of bear, and the bear is in here. So I think I got all the cards here. And the path, well, it's definitely going to move things, you know. Okay. All right. Hopefully you like this. And basically, we're seeing the deterioration of the Democrats. And we're going to be watching this. It's got to be a lot to do with the money or the contracts they have with the money. I don't know how they're going to handle it. But this opened up a big door. It opened up big trouble here. Okay. Because we got in the house garden, and then the public here that is in the house of mice lost complete trust into well, maybe both parties, but they really are seeing that they've been deceived. You see that the man is in the house of snake, and the snake is in the lily. I mean, you can't say more negative cards right connected within all hidden agenda. And don't forget, in my cards here, it was an underground. It was all in hiding, but it's brewing. It's like a plan that was because you see, we got the ring here, and this a beautiful plan, really. And you know, the father for announcing this really quickly about his child to forgiving and to be the public to recognize this, and there you go. But it's to expose an enemy. All right, hopefully you like this. Thank you.